Arven. Arven is a sleek and fast being who created thousands of beings from the first moment he was given a crown. Besides his crown, there is an aerodynamic fin off the back of his head because he is so fast. His style of creating is fast. Get in, create, get out. He does not keep account of the worlds he creates, nor the beings he creates to inhabit them. Quater made Arven quiet, serious, lean, and efficient. Arven has spoken only once to some of the beings he has created. Quater wanted to make a being who would fill up the rest of creation with more worlds and planets and beings. Arven does not even take the time to create beings who will be creators themselves. Arven now has 7 worlds that his beings inhabit. Nordo is a world consisting of a group of 7 planets, each with a civilization of its own. The inhabitants of each planet have a distinct mythology with the common element of the 7 planets fighting amongst each other. But they never do in reality. This makes the various races of the 7 planets fear each other intensely, though there is no real need to do so. The 7 planets are Eidsnack, inhabited by the skull monkeys. Skull monkeys look like monkeys with skulls for heads. Skull monkeys spend most of the day chasing each other in a nervous, hyperactive way. While skull monkeys would love to scare the young of other civilizations, they cannot, for other worlds are not accessible to them. For this reason, transportation research is a primary concern of the smarter skull monkeys. Alpha Jaw, the leader of the kingdom of the skull monkeys, hoped to have a spaceship of some kind, built to fly to planets full of youth to scare. One day, while Alpha Jaw busied himself with detailed plans of a great ramp to launch a great rocket, his assistant Harry Joe climbed down the great fort and decided to rest at the watering hole. Harry Joe drank deeply from the pure waters and looked at himself in the still reflection. He poked his finger in his avicular forearm and wondered what it would be like to have flesh on his head. "I am very ugly," thought Harry Joe. This was an odd thought, since most skull monkeys have no concern for appearances. "For this reason, I will cast myself into the water and live no more," he said, then jumped. His body made a loud splash, and he felt the cool water touch every part of his body. His hair grew deeply saturated with the water until all of the air bubbles wriggled their way up to the surface. Harry Joe exhaled and sank even deeper, far deeper, perhaps, than any other skull monkey had ever gone before. Weightless, he refused to move or struggle. Dark waters surrounded him, and he thought about his youth. Harry Joe remembered a particularly unpleasant day many years before when he was just a lad skull monkey, receiving his lesson from an elder named Lowjaw. "Many are the hairs on our backs," said Lowjaw, "and likewise are the number of skull monkeys in this world.